So let's go back to the beginning of like you as a producer. What was it that you first heard that inspired you to make your first beat?
I have like a mixed memory of exactly like, because I don't think it was like really in succession like that. I think it was like
right. I know it's kind of broad.
yeah. So I'll give a broad like whatever. It was like around the time like Pete's Instrumentals came out, and like
okay.
I was like rocking like a burnt CD of like Pete's Instrumentals, and I remember I gave one to my friend, and sorry Pete, but yeah,
bootleg.
Yeah, bootlegged him. Yeah. No, but Mr. Pete Rock, I'm sorry. Yeah, but no, but and I was already into like Premiere and like Wu-Tang because of my cousin.
Oh yeah, me too.
So like I was like already there with hip hop, and before that it was like Nirvana and like I'll only say the good ones. So like it was like Nirvana. I don't want to say the other shitty bands. But like yeah, like just that whole early 90s, like 93 shit was just like Nirvana, Snoop Dogg, like you know, just that everything time. Like that's 20 years ago to this year, which is super dope. You know, hella dope shit's gonna come out this year. Or like this year, next year, it's like a genesis for the new shit. But what was it? What were we talking about? Sorry.
What inspired you to start making beats the first time, basically? Like,
oh yeah, so Pete Rock, Pete Instrumentals and stuff, and then I was listening to like Fantastic Volume 2 and shit with my friends, like skateboarding and stuff.
Yep.
And then
Village.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like still like weird at that time though. I was like kind of like got it but didn't get it because I like it was so good that it seemed unattainable to me, sort of like the way Dilla's beats were, because it was just like
right.
You really hear the chops, but ninths were like like weird ass like ignorant like chops, you know.
Yeah.
And like it was like a stem off Premiere, but then ninths using the computer, and I got a computer in the office like or whatever, like where my dad like does his paperwork or whatever, you know, like paperwork, like whatever, I don't know. but like so it's like you can just get a demo of Fruity, and then my friend Rashad, he had a he always like used computers and knew how to get cracked software and stuff, so I just like got Fruity like that, and then I just started fucking with it. I remember though the first beat I did make, it was because I was using Fruity Loops. But actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. I started. Well, no, that was like the first time I actually was like, oh shit, I made a real beat or something. But we used to use MTV Music Generator, and then we had a demo version of that.
I had a friend in college that made beats on that. Yep.
So that's where we started. But you in the demo you couldn't save to your memory card or whatever, so you had to figure out how to jimmy rig the like audio out of the TV or VCR or whatever, and then record it onto tapes, which was sick though. And like I wish I had those still. That'd be so tight. But yeah, but basically Fruity Loops though.
Okay.
And it was that island drum break. I remember I used that, and like because I already knew how to chop up stuff because I was editing videos in school, like skate videos. So I already knew how to like in Adobe Premiere.
When you first got on FL, you already were like sampling and stuff. You never did the stock sounds.
Well, yeah, I was using like MTV Music Generator, but I understood sampling. Like I was like, oh, because my Rashad's brother also, his older brother Boopy, he like made beats on like an MPC, so I'd be around him and his brother and stuff, like just growing up, and I was like, damn, that's so tight. Like his beats are fire too. Like he's super tight. But
yeah. So you said you were using first MTV Music Generator, then FL Studio. So like, what are you currently using when you make your beats?
Now I'm using a drum set, piano, a guitar, and a microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still recording into Fruity, but I'm writing songs and doing covers and stuff. Like I'm doing it like Prince does, or did.
Yeah, you're
Like
you're
you know how Prince played every
expanding,
instrument.
growing. Huh? What was that?
Yeah, you know how Prince like played every instrument.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like it's like what I'm doing. So I'm like coming up with all, like I'm gonna put out a cover of something soon, but I've already got one pretty much done. But it's just I gotta like I just want the vocal to be like it has to be a good thing because I'm covering someone else's song. But then after I get this thing nailed down, I'll be able to just like willy-nilly make stuff up and it'll be super fun. Because I didn't know I could sing and like play all these instruments. Like I
All
played
these
drums when I
years
was
you didn't
8
know you
years
could
old.
sing.
I did, and maybe I couldn't though. I don't know. That's just, it's like the same thing with like earlier, just like I used to just be hella insecure or something.
Yeah, I can understand that. And I mean, like I said, it's I see it as like you're growing, man. You know, you've been making beats and stuff and just evolving into the next thing that you'll be doing, you know. So.
Yeah, and also I think of it like this. It's like if someone's gonna take you under their wing the way that Ninth did and stuff, it's kind of like Ninth grew with his production. Like he went from Fruity to the MPC to back to
Machine,
Fruity to
yep.
then Machine. Yeah, but it's like it's sort of this is like my version of that, and we would be about the same age now when he was doing that. So like, yeah, I just look at it like that, and I'm also hella influenced by Terrace Martin, like just being around him and stuff, and like just seeing like how real musicians and whatever like. Seeing looking at the club that I'm gonna be a part of or whatever, you know. So it's like, oh, and like I always learn so much without having to ask questions or nothing or be told anything. You just observe.
Yeah.
It's like so sick how simple everything is. It's just all about confidence, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. And so, like, as far as your drum kits on like beats that you've done in the past, did you use did you get your drums from like vinyl or did you use drum kits or?
Yeah, all of it. Like I use vinyl or, you know, I used to sample records before I moved to New York, but then I just like, it was too much weight to carry over like a collection of records. And I figured out how to use like SoulSeek and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So like I would just download stuff. I started thinking it was kind of tight, like a new version of like, digging or something, because it was like, oh, the whole record store and everything and even the beat machine and stuff is all in my laptop. That's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
I just thought of it like that. But yeah, drums come from anywhere. But now that's what I like it like, and I would still EQ them and stuff, but I'm such a non-computer person. Like I hate computers. Like so like now it's just cool because it's like now I got this children's drum set that I have to like kind of like modify to be like the sound I want to record and stuff, and it's like no one else is gonna be able to have those like and stuff, and it's like basically like over the years like you kind of like you can become the sample, you know.
Right. You can do your own, make your own drums now and
yeah. I'm not trying to say that it was like it never felt like learning like any instrument. Now I can play piano, guitar. And I could play drums. I've been playing drums not been playing, but when I was 8, I did. But yeah, like it's just I think it's like it's just like a really fulfilling to me right now. It's like I'm super inspired to like really show it because like my friend Cricket, she lives downtown LA where I live, and she was on like American Idol when she was like 16 or 17 or something like that, and she made it to like Las Vegas and stuff. But then she's had a harder life like after that, like with losing her like this like some sad shit. And then but she's like meeting her was like we're not like we're like brother and sister, like we're like weird aliens together or something. But she's like been telling me like since she can sing and her voice is like amazing, like you know when people can hold a note like I'm not even gonna try it, but like just like hold a note at a certain volume, but it's like not straining.
Held it out.
Like she's amazing, and we live in these loft buildings that have these hallways that reverberate. She'll sing, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I'm whatever. It's like okay, but she encouraged me to like. She's like, you have a good voice because she knows singing, you know. And then I was like, oh, really? Like, and then I just started doing it, and the first piano or keyboard I had was from her. like down here, and then I really started like, oh, I can play this thing, and then she like, yeah, take it then, and then because she's tight, and then this guitar over here, and then it just everything just came to me though, like really easily, and it's like, I don't know.
I think it's a natural
I'm not trying to
thing.
be like,
It's gotta be natural, and it seems like you you know, you don't overthink it. You just feel. That's what I'm getting from
maybe
you,
like
when you use it.
Sorry, I'm over talking you. My bad. I'm just thinking like it's like it really makes you realize like what talent is, and then the difference between talent and skill. You know,
Right.
because it's like Basquiat's talented. You know.
Oh yeah.
The painter.
Yeah.
Like so, but skill, it's like he's drawing like a toddler, so you couldn't really gauge him that way. But it's like the talent outweighs the skill. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't want no skilled music, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. I don't want to listen to something like that. Like, that's what's so ill about. It's like Ninth has like perfect pitch, you know, but he's just like, I'm fucking with this. Like, that's what's so sick to me. Like, you know, I don't know.